Baby, can't you see I'm calling a guy like you? Should I warning? It's dangerous. I'm falling. There's no escape. I can't wait to need a hit. Baby, give me it. You're dangerous. I'm loving it.
What you saw in the intro was supposed to happen, but it didn't happen, but will happen anyway. If you want to know what I am talking about, please subscribe and allow me to entertain you with this series. Aya barely regained consciousness and saw the man walking towards her holding the umbrella over as if to shield her from the cold water of the roof leak. She looked up at the silhouette of the tall figure half dazed. The man slowly came closer and hunched down. He started to talk while he was holding Aya's student ID. Where her full name, address and class details were all blotted out due to the water falling on them. Who the heck are you calling Hundan, you Chinese-speaking ghost? Aya shouted. She was pissed off at the demon's taunt. My darling, chill out. You were continuously fainting, but now look at you. You still have the energy to get angry. Glad it worked wonders. Now we can get into business. He was speaking in a chill tone, but his eyes told another story. The demon stared at the injured girl lying at his feet, his eyes reflecting disappointment. I was expecting something more. She's just a normal girl. I don't see anything special in her. And I am no ghost. Don't be rude. Comparing me with those only who can say boo as their greeting at 3 a.m. in the morning is really distasteful. Let's start again, shall we? How did you get in? The demon put a finger on his forehead, as if he was trying to think. Well, let me remind you then. You kind of called me asking for my help. Your exact words. I am willing to sell my soul. Someone, anybody, please find me. I don't wanna die. You knocked the door thrice exactly at 3 a.m. and opened the metal box, which was a portal. And aren't you lucky I just happened to be here and listened to your pleas? Aya was barely sitting up with her back supported against the wall. The agitation, fear had subsided, leaving her heavily disoriented. It was slowly getting difficult to breathe. It's already 3, and no one came. Aya felt drained. Of course no one came, but it seems I accidentally summoned something else. Oh God, I can barely think. She looked straight at the white-suited man. The man's lips curved into a gentle smile. Don't faint on me now. Takes too much energy to just say my name. The man looked like he just woke up from sleep. Soft moonlight had partially illuminated the shed. The light fell on the demon's face, revealing his features. Hauntingly beautiful. Face carved into absolute perfection. Aya was mesmerized by him. He had silvery soft white hair and red eyes. A single horn and some broken chains floating around his head. As if those chains were stuck to something in his head. And he looked like, done ogling me, human. As sorry. Well, you got exactly 16 minutes before hypothermia sets in and you kick the bucket. At this point you might wanna ask for my help, darling. For a second Aya had forgotten where she was. After all, this wasn't a daily Tuesday. Take me out of here then. Everything has a decorum, you need to follow procedure. I will die in 16 minutes and you are hung up on procedures. FCKU. 14.7 minutes to be exact. You would have more time if you didn't spend it gawking at my face. And do I look like I care? Wah, what if you kill me right after saving me? The demon's eyes shone, a slow smirk appearing. Tell me, human, do you want to live? You better come up with a good reason. Aya looked down. Of course I want to live. I want to live cause of Dad. I want him to be proud of me. I also want to live cause of Kiyumi-san. I want us to be together. Not yet. I can't die just yet. But these are ordinary reasons. I know these aren't something worthy. I bet he is going to mock me. Aya bit her lip. Whatever, I was going to die anyway. I want to make my dad proud of me. I want to live a happy life with the person I love. That's why I want to live. You may think these reasons are ordinary and I am not worth saving, but Aya looked the man straight in the eye. mustering all the courage she could. I never said your reasons are ordinary. After all, this is what makes you human. You really swear to not kill me then? The demon put a hand on his chest, making an anticross sign. I solemnly swear. I won't kill my contractor as long as they are bound to me. Ah. It hurts. Aya groaned. She was running out of time. The man narrowed his eyes. Then opened his mouth. I am Santa, your household lesser demon, who specializes in misery. Please don't bother offering me your soul. Cause the only modes of payment I accept is my contractor's pain, misery, and the other is their life force. The greater the misery, the equivalent form of wish I am willing to fulfill. Or the more number of years of your life you offer. Pretty sweet deal, right? Hold up. Didn't you ask whether my soul was up for sale? The demon shook his head, talking like as if he was stating a matter of fact. It's the tradition, darling. Nowadays we offer temporary contracts as well. Besides, it's troublesome. You die. Then I reap your soul. Too long. It's like starving until the contractor dies. I am instant gratification kinda guy. Not that I would refuse if you insist. But to be honest, I really don't want it. Her soul's kinda unappetizing, doesn't fit my needs. It's gonna leave a bad aftertaste. Seriously, don't bother offering. The demon looked bored as ever while Aya thought, ah. Screw this guy. But wait, isn't that a good thing? How much do you know about me? Well, except for the fact that you know Chinese. Some people left you for dead and you got the hots for my face. I don't have much knowledge, I am afraid. Aya froze for a sec. I don't have the hots. Screw you. Later, darling. It's a sin to lie, you know. I really wanna know what you did though. It's none of your business. Aya scoffed and then tried to sit up. So I can still get accepted to heaven even if I make a deal with you. Well, of course you can. If a thing called heaven exists, that is. Yeah, and I am gonna believe your words. I don't know what is with humans' fixation with heaven, it's not that great of a place. When they haven't even seen it. As if you have. Right. I haven't. I am a demon. I don't give a shit about his kingdom and his winged servants. They can fuck themselves with a chainsaw for I care. Aya still looked at the demon suspiciously. What you're offering is way too good of a deal, isn't it? I get a demon's help, but I also get to keep my soul intact. It's almost laughable. The demon sighed. I am telling the truth, but you keep doubting. That's such a sad way of living, isn't it? Not being able to trust anyone feels lonely, doesn't it? He knows what agitates me. He wants me to make a mistake so as to take advantage of me. But I guess it's expected of a demon. Seriously, screw him. Aya gritted her teeth while listening to the demon's provocations. Then what do you want? I want to see you living your life, darling. And I am willing to fulfill your needs as long as your wants aren't that insidious, you know, like murdering, cursing, etc. Please read the contract carefully, otherwise I can't help you. And the longer you live, the more amount of misery you can offer. So live a terribly long life, okay? And fear not, I will be with you every step of your sinful life. The demon thought, there must be something about you. Otherwise I wouldn't be here. So that's your agenda. Yep. And I won't put my mark on you. But I will need a verbal agreement and a signature. Without which I won't lift a single finger. I see. You said temporary contract and a mark. What's that? Temporary contract means I don't take your soul. You have the freedom to break our bond after you turn 18. Or I can be with you rest of your life. As for the mark, it's my seal, which can be activated by the exchange of our blood. I won't put my mark on your soul, and as long as a soul doesn't have a demon's mark, it's still yours. Please choose wisely. It does sound better. I even can break it off. Aya felt a bit relieved. Let's get to business now for the contract papers. The demon was busy with the so-called contract papers while Aya kept staring at him. It was quite unbelievable after all. Finally she decided to ask the question which was bugging her since the first time she saw the demon's face. Hey, why do you look like him? But your personalities are vastly different. Aya asked absent-mindedly, which turned the demon's attention towards her. The face is really your type, huh? And that's 'cause I am not him. Aya blushed, looking sideways. It's not my original form. I am taking on the form of the human who you want to see me as. And for the personality, do you want me to act like him? I will be happy to oblige. I will need a bit of time for that though, ya know, character study and stuff. Aya thought. How does he know who I am talking about? It's worse that you look and sound similar to him. I would appreciate if you didn't patronize me. Whatever you want, darling. Tisk. But you look so different, shouldn't the hair be black? If you were really copying him. The demon sounded irritated. You have a lot of energy to nitpick on my appearance, huh? You humans are the same. Always judging by the outer appearance. So what if it's an imperfect copy of your lover's face? Aya blushed at the mention of the word, lover. Then quickly gained her composure. Well, he is a demon, I should have expected it. That's why you are nitpickin', isn't it? Aya tried to reply calmly. He isn't my lover yet. Do you think I would be sitting here if I had someone? I am not judging you. It's just. The demon cut her off mid-sentence. Ah. That's why I dislike the colors black and white. They look the same to me. The demon grumbled. Looks I summoned a color-blind demon. Aya muttered. Aren't they pretty much at the opposite end of the spectrum? How can you not differentiate? Are you always this rude? No wonder they treat you like this. Besides black and white, good and bad are pretty much the same thing anyway. Hero in yours or villain in someone else's story. Widen your perspective a bit before lecturing me about color spectrums. You sure can spout lot of philosophical nonsense for someone who is color blind. Darling, unlike you, I have the whole eternity to waste. Are you sure you wanna keep going on about my color blindedness? If you have nothing to say, I will take my leave, not before I take my payment, of course. The demon proceeded to touch Aya's forehead. Wait, what are you doing? Aya tried to back away. I just want your miserable experience. Make you live through it and feed on the pain it causes. Simple transaction TBH. I already said that. Mental pain. Physical pain, these are my fodder. And tormenting you just makes it more delicious. The demon grinned, while Aya immediately tried to put her hand out so as to stop him. Whoa, time out. Let's start again. What was your name again? Santa, right? Yes, an alias. So tell me, Aya, what's the first wish after I get you out of here? Do you want to be rich? Just say the word and it's yours. Said the demon, smiling sweetly. Money. Ha. Aya felt a rage boil within. Are you trying to be rhetorical? How much money can you actually offer? To satisfy my greed? I bet none. 'Cause human greed knows no bounds, huh? Don't try to trick me. The demon who had the bored look suddenly perked up. His eyes shone with excitement. Fortunately, I am a rich, spoilt brat. And my father is nice enough to provide me with the niceties. So money is really not a priority at the moment, mister. Although he can't come home on my birthday. Aya thought. The demon narrowed his eyes. Thinking, what a level of self-loathing. It's fine, I have had worse birthdays than this. I have money. Yet I haven't eaten a single meal since morning. I am hungry. Everything hurts, Aya reminisced. The demon slowly came closer to her face and wrapped his hands around, enveloping her into a hug. Whispering,
should I kill them?
For a second Aya froze. Kill? Kill who? Your tormentors. Or heal you first. Just make a wish. By the way, happy belated 17th birthday, darling. A warm feeling spread across Aya's chest. How long had it been since someone hugged me like this? He would never hug me like this. Kiyumi-san. Gay, get the heck away from me. Demons wishing me birthdays now. What are you trying to pull? Are you trying to tempt me into killing people? Well, like I said, it's the job description. At least I am honest about it. You sure are. Proposing a friggin' murder. Well, murder is always on the table. Why take that option off? No. I don't want to kill them. Unlike a psychopathic demon, I have guilt and stuff. How amusing, darling. Scared of being haunted by your conscience. When you yourself will die in a few minutes. Yes, I am. No matter what, I don't want to kill people. No matter what, I won't ever cross that line. I am not a monster like you. Aya huffed. Hypothermia had set in. Ah. Cough. Looking at her pathetic state, the demon thought, I wonder why her. She's so ordinary. There's absolutely nothing special about her. Why not someone more corrupted? Then the job would have been easier. I would have finished it much earlier. It doesn't make sense. Alright. Here. The contract, sign up. The demon offered Aya a pen. She could barely grasp it. Last chance, darling. 4. To back out. And ask for God's help. Who knows? Maybe he will show you mercy. After all, he is known to be kind and forgiving. Aya stopped for a second. Then she lowered her head. It was not clear what sort of expression she had on her face. I don't have any energy to read the contract, it's so thick. It looks like 10,000 pages long. She could barely read some words. Pain. Years. Wishes. Curse. Different rules. True love. Sacrifice. I can't read a single letter. I don't understand, is he a bad guy or is he? How bad could it be? At least he is not taking my soul. After that I looked up at the white-suited demon. I think God wants me to die, Mr. Santa. So won't you save me? The demon narrowed his eyes. He had a grim expression on his face. As if he was regretting his decision. Suit yourself, darling.